Hey, hello there, everybody. This is Bode, and once again, we are here streaming live from our Lviv office at Symphony Solutions. It's Symphony Persona Live. We're back again. Oh my God, what an exciting show we got for you tonight. Yes, this is one of a kind episode where one will be filled with fun stories and lots of surprises. And our guest tonight is a multi-talented Oleksandr Volynets. Welcome, Alex. Good to see you, buddy.
Hello, Hen. Thank you for having me there. And by the way, I even suited my jacket, suited up, so you can recognize me after the avatar. But unfortunately, I have to put it off because it's pretty warm right now.
Kind of warm, yeah. And that's a beautiful shirt, by the way, and the t-shirt. Oh my God. All themed. Awesome. How is everything? How's the little one? Not so many of us knew you were a father of a beautiful girl. Tell us more.
Yeah, she's great, she's cool, and I believe she will like my hobbies. And it's really might be surprising that I have a baby because I'm still like some kind of baby with a lot of different toys and Legos and so on. But cool, so she's super cute, and right now it's this moment she's playing with our puppy.
Uh, does she recognize any of the characters that you wear? Because I believe you do wear t-shirts and shirts and outfits with those favorite characters that you're in love with since your childhood. We'll talk about that a bit later, but how does she react to them?
Usually she likes it. For example, just before this call, she asked me and showed me this little grok from Star Wars.
Uh-huh. What is
So
she saying so far?
uh, uh, ba in case if it's a dog, like sobaka, in case if
All
it's a
right.
puppy, so something like this, or
Uh-huh.
just and so on. So usually she recognizes puppies, cats, and cars, but not my
Whoa.
like Pokemons. But some Pokemon looks like a dog or some kind of that. So in this case, she can say ba.
All right. So that would be Ba on you.
Yeah.
Something similar to Ba. All right. All of you guys watching us on YouTube, thanks for being here in the first place. And secondly, please traditionally let us know down in comments where exactly are you watching us from, which city, which location, which part of the world. And maybe if you are sitting in a couch, and maybe you're in your office, wherever you are, maybe stuck in traffic, go ahead and just let us know where exactly are you watching us from these seconds. And let me just introduce our wonderful guest. So he is not just a web developer, he's a guitar player who can rock any tune. He is a competitive gamer with a passion for Overwatch and Dota, a world traveler who's explored places from Spain to Sri Lanka, a geek at heart with a love for Legos and all things pop culture. This is so exciting. And he is a science enthusiast and an Olympiad winner in math, physics, and so much more. And this year, he actually won another Symphony Award. And we are so happy to have Oleksandr Volynets, a solutions architect at Symphony Solutions, as our guest on Symphony Persona Live. Alex, it's wonderful to have you. Thanks for being here with us tonight. And we have so much in stock. There's so much to talk about, actually. And we do want for you to have a lot of fun on this show, discovering your own self. So that's for we start with a game called Never Have I Ever. You've watched the show, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
I believe I know the rules. The only
Yeah.
trouble will be how to keep track of my fingers.
All right. Well, meanwhile, everyone watching us on YouTube tonight has a chance to win one of four cool prizes from our guest, and those are amazing. All you need to do is just to stay active down in comments, ask questions. The most exciting, the most intriguing, the coolest question or questions. The authors of those questions will receive prizes from Alex. And of course, there's one extra questions that we have for our audience. Who do you think Alexander Volynets dreamed of becoming as a kid? Okay, so answer the question, try to answer the questions, ask your own questions. Meanwhile, we are kicking off with the game called Never Have I Ever. It's the Never Have I Ever Level Up Edition. Alex, what I want you to do is just to raise your right hand up, spread the fingers like that. If you have done anything that I state, just put one finger down, okay?
Sure.
First one is never have I ever played a video game for over 6 hours straight.
For sure, I did it even more.
Are you kidding me right now? Like
No, it's
more
just
than,
a regular child dream.
geez, more than 6 hours straight, you could play the video game.
Not for now, but before, yes. Even with my wife, I played it with my wife, with my friends, especially in World of Warcraft. We had raid battles. Sometimes we stayed like till 5 a.m. So it was around 10 or 12 hours in a row, sometimes even more. With
Is
some
that
little.
how you met? Is this like a passion that you
No.
both share? No? Okay.
We are like classmates from university, and
Uh-huh.
we just shown World of Warcraft, the Wrath of the Lich King edition,
Uh-huh.
latest version, and we started to play it. So it was really cool and nice, but I mean it not so hardcore as my wife, because she liked it a lot and played even more than I am. So sometimes I would like to sleep in 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., and she proceeded to with a battle over the Azeroth.
Okay. Here's one of the greatest, I guess. Never have I ever forgotten to pack something essential before the trip.
Uh,
Or are you the nerd that you have everything on the list? You have all those checkpoints?
Oh, I think
And-
I don't have a list right now, but I'm pretty experienced. So before, when I started traveling, I had like 1 or 2 days before preparation I started. But over the years, usually I start to prepare it like previous night from the trip, or even like a couple of hours from the trip, and usually it goes fine. Uh, Usually I say the only thing you need it's documents and money. In case you have those both, you can resolve
the
everything.
card.
So I don't
Uh-huh.
remember anything I left something important.
That's cool. And I love this one too. Never have I ever left a store with everything but the thing I actually needed.
Does it count in case I need it but the store didn't have it?
Uh, no. I'm gonna say no because this is about you being so strict with your lists when you go shopping. So that means no. Okay.
No,
Uh,
I'm fine in this case. Maybe at some point of time, but I don't remember it, so more likely it might be very light one. Like maybe I forgot some Coca-Cola and so on, but it's usually minor.
it's cool. Well, this one does have Coca-Cola in it. So this next one is one of my favorites. Never have I ever been hungover.
Oh, for sure, I a couple of times, but
I
actually
love those
it was
stories.
yeah, and a lot of funny stories about that. And the most interesting thing from it, except of funny stories, is that I didn't have a hangover. I believe like till I was 28, something like that. So I'm still feel some a little bit tired, but nothing really bad, like no headache or anything else. But like last 3 or 4 years, sometimes I have it, and it's painful.
Keep
But
it. Uh-huh.
it comes with a wisdom when you're already with friends and staying a lot. All of our party starts with Betergin. It's a
Uh,
specific treatment which makes you feel
with
better
some
for tomorrow.
sorbent, huh?
Absorbent, and it ends
Yeah.
with absorbent as well. In such case, usually it's more or less fine, but I definitely had a hangover.
Okay. Lots of fun stories there, I believe. Never have I ever Googled my own name.
Googled for
Oh,
sure.
you did? What were you looking
Yeah.
for?
You know what? Usually I'm looking for my avatar. When somebody asks me to send an official photo, I know that I was a speaker on the conference, or I
Uh-huh.
had some articles written, and when I need some nice photo, it's easier for me to Google myself, grab photo from here, and here we go.
Oh, really? Okay.
But
Well,
I have very popular names, so usually a lot of footballists appear, some businessmen. So
mhm.
I'm sometimes adding something like microservice or monolith, and in such case, I can find myself pretty quick.
Let me tell you one thing real quick. You look awesome with that beard on you.
Thank you. Uh,
Yeah.
it's first time, no, actually second time ever I'm trying to have a beard.
Okay.
Before it was like 5 or 7 years ago, and it was very painful and took a lot of time. Right now it's more optimal, and I'm trying to do it. So, like,
You feel
we'll see how
comfortable
it
with it?
goes.
You feel more confident with it, huh?
Right now it's more or less fine, but first 3 weeks. Right now I'm like 5 weeks live without shaving.
Uh-huh.
But first 2 3 weeks it was very painful. It
Uh-huh.
was like uncomfortable a lot, but it
Yes.
becomes pretty nice. And a lot of my friends have a beard, and they said just stay with it, deal with it couple some days, and it will be fine. So actually it's fine. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll cut it off tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll
Well,
see.
you look sexy. Okay,
Thank you.
that's all. Here's well, we got a few more, and two, three fingers down. Okay, never have I ever dropped food on my shirt while eating.
Oh, but fortunately I did it for sure.
Uh,
Maybe even today. Who knows?
are you that messy? It's just about you being messy or not.
Yeah, because I have like a habit. I watch videos or work almost in any time of my life. So when I'm watching, when actually I'm eating and so on, and sometimes I can put something out of the, like, say I have some fries from McDonald's, and I can just throw it by mistake.
Okay.
Sometimes it was Coca-Cola. It's really painful. Even, oh, you know what? And not so long time ago, on my best Pokemon T-shirt, which was the white one, I had, actually it was the day before hangover, so we had a party, and my friend, I was drinking some juice. What was it, like cherry juice or something like that, and I actually thrown a lot of cherry juice on my t-shirt, which is blue and with Pokemon, but we immediately cleaned it up, so everything's cool.
Okay, maybe this is the last one. Never have I ever danced like nobody was watching.
Also hard to say, like, I know I dance only if somebody is watching, but it can be strange.
Are you not that good of a dancer? Is that
I'm bad
why?
dancer, but
Okay.
I've even tried in my young years. I've tried like dancing medieval dances, and it was pretty strange. You know, when you have in pairs, and it was a group of people who likes like ancient history, and we meet up and dance together medieval dances. It's the only kind of dance I can dance more or less. Anything
Mhm.
else sounds funny and weird, and usually nobody wants to watch it, but I dance it and I know that they are watching. So I don't know. Do we need to count that or not?
It's okay. Let's try this one. Never have I ever forgotten a close friend's or family member's birthday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Uh, uh,
uh,
that's
but
awkward.
yeah, it's awkward. There were things that I know a lot of birthday from people I don't communicate a lot, or from some famous person, and I really know this date. But sometimes I can forget the date of my close friends for some reason, and I have
Mhm.
couple of dates that I cannot remember for some reason. In any case, even I know that I need to remember it, I'm still keeping forgot it, and I just will keep it in secret who it is. But right now we have a superpower to have a calendar, and my
Uh-huh.
wife actually likes to keep it updated. So I have most of my birthdays and uh, birthdays of the children actually put on my calendar.
When
So
is
I
your
know it's
birthday,
coming.
by the way?
5th of December, the same day I believe Walt Disney was born.
Maybe. Never heard of that. Okay, it's December 1st, 5th. So everybody
Yes.
watching us, friends and family, remember Alex's birthday is on December 5th. Okay, we have this next batch of questions and we call them quick questions. So here we want you to answer the question as soon as it's asked, like immediately. And this first one is, what's the weirdest or most unusual thing you ever did to make money?
It's not weird. I was like given different advertisement on the streets. It was only once when I was like a child, and unfortunately, I had to pass it like on the road. You know, when you have a green light, you have to do it to the cars. It was some kind of repair service, and why it's bad because it was summer, a heat sun, and actually a lot of gas around, and it was hard to keep that, but. For my luck, actually, I've met a friend with a dad in a car, and they put like a pack of 100 ads immediately in the car. So my working day was much easier with that. And
And
also, I've seen
shorter.
that the person is tracking me, so they usually track somebody if you're really passing this ad. So I did really good job when they was watching. Actually, I did a good job even after, and even returned most of these ads which I weren't able to give. So it was fine, but it was like only 50 hryvnias for a day,
And
and
like,
it was
other
enough,
than
I
that,
believe.
have you been coding your whole life? Is that true?
Yeah, actually, I think
Oh,
yes.
impressive. Okay.
Maybe sometimes I help some friends to grab up some like stuff moving around, but it's like, "Oh, thank you, you're so cute, little child, here you a little bit of money." But no, I was coding
Okay.
actually from the first year of university.
All right. Awesome. We have another quick question, and this one is like a very, very special one. What's the most romantic thing you have ever done to impress someone?
Oh, I suppose it actually comes two into my mind. The first one is about my proposition for wedding for my wife. Actually, right now we are together for 12 years, and like how many? 5 years, almost 5 years, we are married. And I did a proposition earlier, actually in 2019. I rent a tram. So our city is very popular with a tram, and we have some Asian trams which were able to rent, like it was a trend from 1920 years. I rent a whole tram. I've actually visited a vocal lessons. I can sing a little. I like to sing karaoke right now. I'm not sure if I'm really good. I'm actually more like to make some kind of party and fun singer, but I'm not like a professional and so on. So I went to singing lessons for for a year to make a proposition. I created a mobile application, but I'm a web developer, but I created a mobile application. I've purchased some food for that. So, and at this time when it was like our how it's called, when somebody has a university like a year, we still sometimes, and at the time for sure, we celebrate every month of our relationship, and it was
Mm-hmm.
one of the days we
Anniversaries.
visit. Yeah, like months maybe we can say. Uh, so I said that I'm going to went to vocal lessons again. I pick up my guitar, but actually I went to our depot to get inside my tram. I've prepared my application actually with guitar and asked my future wife to go to the tram station. And so I will pick up you and we'll visit a restaurant. And she said, "No, I cannot do it. I don't have time. Actually, can we move it later?" I said, "No, no, please. I already rented the table. I want to spend it with you. Please hurry up." Okay, but maybe I'll need additional minutes. Just take out of the tram and we will sit on another tram. But actually, to rent a tram, you need to schedule because they have a schedule. You cannot wait. You have specific place between one and another tram. And I'm already sitting in a tram with guitar, with everything, and said, "No, no, no, please." I don't remember what I said. Maybe I said that I don't have money for another tram in cash or something like that. Just said, "Hurry up! Don't need to take a dress. Sit up, everything. You will be comfortable, and just go."
So your
Uh,
proposal almost got ruined.
yeah, it was a pretty nervous time, and I just was saying to the driver, "Please slow down a little." But my wife, she is actually pretty fast and appeared even faster than I expected, and saying, "Oh, are you in this tram? It's like tram number 4." I'm saying, "No, no, it's another tram, this one." She's saying, "This tram doesn't go like this schedule." I'm saying, "Just wait." And so on. So she waited, and since this tram, which is old one, before a couple of years ago, we visited the same tram for excursion, over the city with guide. So she recognized the tram, and from the time she started to understand.
Okay.
And so she entered the tram. shown this application. Application had only two buttons, yes and no. So will you marry me? In case if it's yes, music of Bring Me the Horizon, Follow You started to sing, and I'm starting singing and playing along. And if no, nothing happens. I had a joke that I want to put the fart noise in case if it's no, but I haven't done that. And I just, yes, so I sang the song, made the proposal, she said yes, and we had a nice ride over the city with the tram. We had a little photo session later. Also, I have flowers. First time ever I bought, and I think maybe even the last one, 1,000 of roses, so like a couple of hundreds of roses. It
That
was
must have been a lot of roses,
a
man.
lot of roses, yeah. But it
Ooh.
was beginning of the marriage and almost the season, so it actually was much cheaper than let's say in December.
Amazing story. Do you guys like it or not? Let us know in comments. This is like one of the most touching love stories I have ever heard. Okay, moving on. We have this next quick question. What's the one travel destination you'd visit over and over again?
Oh, I have one destination I visit over and over again, but usually because it's the most comfortable country to proceed with the ride. Usually it's Poland. I mean, because when you visit a car or any kind of transport, usually you visit Poland, and so I visited a lot of times. But in case the question is about what destination would I like to visit more, I think it will
Mhm.
be Spain, Barcelona, because I do like architecture and Gaudi, especially Sagrada Familia and different parks. I visited it only once, and I hope to visit it again. I believe at least before it was a plan to finish it in uh, 26th year, because it will be 100 years of Gaudi death, I think, or something like that, or Sagrada started. So I believe they should finish by the time, and I want to visit again. Other than that, so, usually it's Poland and related like close countries like Hungary and so on, because I
Mhm.
am moving from around and it's very. I have friends there, so I like to visit it as well as I like make some breakup stop after crossing the border.
What do you want for birthday?
Usual wish which every Ukrainian wants to have. It's the main one. But in case you're saying about something, let's say, you can give to me, let's say, I don't know. Usually, I like to say that I'm the easiest person you can make a gift, because in case you will give me a comics, I will be glad. In case it will be Lego, I will be super glad. In case it will be video game on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, it also suits to me. You can actually buy me almost everything. So, and I don't have any specific needs. Even this microphone and the audio interface I'm talking with you right now, it was a gift for a birthday, actually for 30 years.
Hmm.
So you also, it's easy to do. So in case you say what I want to have on this birthday, everything from this list would be super cool.
Okay. Or even another superhero t-shirt would work, huh?
Maybe, but I think I've never got a dress like a gift, except
Oh,
for my wife. So it's maybe
okay.
socks. Yeah, I have socks from my friends. And you
Here's,
know what it's
uh-huh.
saying, like in mem, how it's called when our famous boxer said "душнила," how it's going to be "душнила" on
Well,
English.
I wish I knew the translation of this word. A nerd? No.
Uh,
There has
no,
to
no,
be
no.
a different one.
Actually, it was some famous joke, and they translated it, but I forgot to be honest how it was. So I have such kind of socks.
Last one. Okay, last one on the list of quick questions is quite big, but still, if you had an unlimited supply of one thing, what would that be?
Okay, for sure, first guess it's money, but second guess it's time, maybe. But it's also a little bit tricky because time is actually the most important resource, but it's even less realistic.
Mhm.
So let's try to think about something realistically unlimited. What can it be? Let it be guess for this time because it becomes expensive.
Works for us. Okay, back to the comments, Alex. We've got lots of comments down on YouTube, and we can clearly see that people are watching us from all over the world, not only the location, but Warsaw and so much more. Your good friend Oleg Vykopin suggests that we give you a pair of aviator glasses and a motorcycle because you look so stylish. Okay. We have a few guesses on who you were hoping to become when you were a child. There's options like scientist, teacher, a tram driver, cosmic hero, professional gamer, but none of these is the correct for now. So keep trying, you guys. We have four prizes Alexander is giving out today. A warm welcome from Poland, from Joanna. She welcomes you to visit whenever you are there next. And party pooper is the proper translation for Dushnila, so you know. Thank you, Shirley. Keep on commenting, you guys. Thank you very much for staying so active in comments. Your wife, my dear, says, why not Pokemon cards? That's probably an option for your birthday gift. Okay. Darina, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for watching. We are switching gears to these big questions, topics that we've announced. And this is something incredible because I'm going to start with something wild. To me, it says that you remember things from before you could talk. Can you share one of those memories with us? How far back does your memory go?
Yeah. And I will describe some rules because I remember a little bit more things, but some of them was caught on the video, so I don't count this. For example, I have a lot of memories when the video was caught, but I can see recordings, that's why it's easier to recognize. But I have for sure two very clear memories before I was able to talk. First one, it's nothing like really special. I don't know why I remember this. I was playing with not like Lego, it's like bricks, big bricks for the
Mhm.
child. I think like I was around 2 or 2.5 years old. So maybe actually I started to speak frequently pretty late, I would say. And I was playing with these bricks and with a little rabbit from the kinder, and it was moving inside of it. And I remember that I've seen my cup. It was red with white dots, and it was like no. I remember some kind of emotions. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't know how to say. I just seen a cup and wanted to drink, and I just shown to the cup and sent cookie. It's the only word I said. It was my word for saying that I want to drink cookie.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, it's like instinct. So I remember on this episode when I'm playing, seeing something, I'm interested, I grab it, I see cup, say cookie, as my parents give me some drink, I didn't drink and play next. So nothing special here.
But you
And second
consciously
one,
realize this is something that you do remember ever since your childhood.
yeah, and I
Oh.
confirm it because I asked later my parents, and it was really true. So I said it was it. But yeah, when a child is playing its usual thing, they maybe forget it. But another one that also they proved it's true. It's my first ever visit into kindergarten. Uh, Actually, I haven't visited a lot of kindergartens. I've switched couple with. Usually, I stayed with my friends outside and with my parents at home. So first ever time I visited this one, I was staying in the corridor where you have different like uh, how it's called. 1 second. Wardrobes. Oh, I forgot this word. Wardrobes, and Mama left me, and I was crying a lot, and seeing Mama go into the stadium little, and I was crying, and just staying and crying for 30 minutes, and then actually this one what I remember how she is left in, and I'm just staying and crying within this wardrobes colored here. It's actually the first and the last time I visited this specific kindergarten. And next part of the story, it's already was prolonged by my mom. I don't remember it, but she said that she went home and like teacher from the kindergarten make a call to my mom saying he's crying for 30 minutes. Please take him
Pick
back.
him up, take him home.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, this is just the beginning, you guys. Stay tuned because we have so many more amazing stories from Alexander. And this next one is it's a huge topic, you being a traveler and you being an instant noodles critic. So the question here is, you've traveled to almost 23 or more countries and you rated instant noodles in every single one. Which country has the best noodles then? And which one shocked you most in terms of culture and food?
Uh, my favorite one, but it's pretty obvious, is our national one. It's Mivina. I really like it, but unfortunately they don't produce my favorite one when you have cheese and tomato. It was my perfect one. And when I was child, also they did like candy noodles when you have strawberry and banana. They don't produce it anymore, so it's my favorite one still. And I've even eat it, I think, like a couple of days ago with the cheese. And even my wife visited Poland like a couple of months ago and brought to me like a couple of noodles from Poland as well. So I still have a couple in my reservation, so I'll eat them as well. The most interesting one, it was in Sri Lanka because I like to say, but it's obvious maybe for such region, but they have very spicy food. And when I say please don't do spicy or just a little, it's warm as hell. And the same is for the noodle. I've took this noodle, I've even grabbed like 5 or 10 into my home and I wanted to give it to friends as well, like some kind of souvenir. But it was so hot, so I haven't finished even the first one.
Okay. So is it true in every single country you visited, you did try the instant noodles?
I believe yes.
Whoa.
It's available in
Impressive.
every market. It's cheap and it's very representative about, I think, like taste and like usual fast food. I don't know. It's very different in every country, I think.
Okay, but in terms of culture, which country did impress you most?
Everyone is specific, but again, in case you're saying, let's say, impress, it's very was unusual for me. It's still Sri Lanka, I
Mm.
think, because they have very different traditions, different mindsets, so they can walk around. Like for me, let's say I may feel naked in this case, and so on. They have this different, I forgot how it's called, like taxis, but like a scooter taxi. I forgot how tuk tuk. Oh,
Mhm.
and they have very crazy driving skills and so on. So it was very interesting and they pretty friendly. That's also really cool. But I think every country has a cool traditions. But when I visit European countries, actually it's the most of my list. They are actually pretty close to us. Let's say we still have some
Mm.
difference in aspects, traditions, but I see it from films. I visit. I have friends over here, so it's cool, but not so exotic for me. But in case we're talking about Sri Lanka or Egypt, it's much more exotic and they have different traditions from
Wow.
mine.
Well, interesting. This is interesting, man. I mean,
Well,
about the noodles, when I discovered you were tasting the instant noodles in every single country you visited, that was so fun for me, man. Yeah.
I also recognize that you know what impressed me a lot the most in my trips, but it's funny one and it's a little minor detail that elephant has an hair. I didn't know that. I've actually ride an elephant, and it was so strange for me that they have a hair, and actually it's not all elephant, I suppose, but this one Asian one has, and it's like strange. It's like a beard over the elephant. It's invisible when you stay in a little bit later, but when you're trying to ride it, you feel it a lot.
What an insightful show we got for you tonight. Elephants got hair. Okay, next one here is that we've announced that you are a Lego master and a pop culture enthusiast. So the question here would be following. So you're not just Lego master, you're also a pop culture king. That's what they say. What's the coolest Lego set you've ever built so far? And if you could build a dream Lego scene from pop culture, what would that be?
Oh, about cool set I've built. Actually, I have it, but it's not close to me. It's Hogwarts castle from Lego, Harry Potter. It's
You have a
actually
photo of
one
it?
we built in. Yeah, I have photo of it. Moreover, we usually build it together with the wife. So we are doing usually
Oh,
page one by page. So one page is completed by me, another one by my wife. And it's not the single one, it's a set. So it's combined together. Let me remove a background for a couple
sure.
of minutes so I can show it to you.
Mm-hmm. But that's huge. Is it like that big the way it looks?
Actually, pretty big. I don't know. Like
It is
it's
like
usually
half of your
meters in
room.
growth. It's,
Uh-huh.
and in width, I don't know. Maybe I don't know, 1 meter, maybe more.
It is
Uh,
huge. How long did it take you
so
to build it?
as I mentioned, it's different sets. So it was started as a gift from my wife, I think, to the Christmas. So it was first version of the castle. It's actually main hall when you have stairs and so on. Later, my close friends gifted to me a Lego from second episode when you have this tree and the car. So it was second part of this castle. Recently, like a year ago, together with my wife, we purchased astronomic like tower and also built it together. And we also like purchased another sets like from third episode, the mentors, some classrooms, and so on. I even have some Lego Harry Potter somewhere close to me, yeah, but from another side. So it's I cannot evaluate how much does it take because it was like years of difference.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But
But
this is
usually such
so
set
cool.
takes
This is
like
so
4 hours.
sweet that you guys are sharing same interests, same hobbies. Oh my God.
And also I have one Lego set here, and I still don't have time to combine that. I don't know if you are seeing. This one
Some of
is
it,
from
we see some of it.
Marvel. It's
Uh-huh.
also a gift from my close friend.
Wow.
So it's from Spider-Man episode, and
Uh-huh.
actually it should be combined with this guy. So I need to rebuild it and put this guy on top. It's actually Sandman,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be like combined sets. I like to have some combined sets, so it's pretty good for me.
Incredible. Wow. I'm so excited. Okay, so the second part of the question was about some pop culture scene. If you could build one that you haven't started yet, what would that be?
Oh, actually, in case I ever have time, one of unlimited resources we set, I would dream to build something from the scratch, not following the set instruction,
Oh,
but building it from Lego pieces. So hope I will have time for that. I was thinking about Star Wars Episode 3, this iconic scene when Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting together in was it Mustafa planet? I forgot actually the planet name to be honest, but
I
it's where a
see.
lot of lava and so on. So I've tried to build it, but also maybe it's because I've seen this reel where a person built this Lego set a couple of days ago. So after a couple of days, maybe I'll switch my opinion to some another
Uh-huh.
episode.
How many pieces of Lego scenes or how many scenes built with Lego do you own?
I don't know. I need to visit the list. Even here, I have also.
Oh yeah, okay. Is it under 100? Is it over 100?
I think it's over the 100.
Wow. Big and small, right?
Big and
Different
small, yeah.
sizes.
Not all of them are big. Some of them are really small. Some of them are gifts. Some of them, like, even I have something from my childhood which I like. So I'm still trying to keep that. So, yeah, I think for sure it's more than 100. I have in
Incredible.
this room around, like, maybe 30.
Wow. Does your little girl share this passion for Legos?
She like bricks right now, and we already gifted her a couple of Lego sets like this for children one. She likes it, but right now she likes a lot even unusual stuff like some bottle, some pads. So I don't know, maybe my T-shirt she may like a lot. So
Okay.
as well as guitar. So sometimes
Uh-huh.
she likes my instruments.
We're getting closer and closer to your guitar. But first, let's talk about your telescope. Like, I mean, is it true you own a telescope? And here's the question. If you could visit one planet other than Earth, where would you go and what would you like to find there? Well, let's start with this first part. Is it true you own a telescope?
Yeah, sure. I have some refractor one. It's not a really big one, but very cool for like big planets observation. Like you can see Jupiter here, Saturn,
No kidding.
and so on. It's not very big, but it's very cool and impressive for me. You still can watch some galaxies and so on, but usually you need to go far away from the city at the night. So we had a cool village, like 20 or 30 kilometers from my place, and we visited with my wife, with my friends. It was called Dashkivti, where you don't have so big light pollution, and we did different uh, like astrophoto here and so on.
Astrophotos.
Yeah,
You can take photos with it.
yeah,
Through
it
it.
depends. uh, yeah, I'll show you 1 second. Actually, it's a lot of different strategies of astrophoto. For my side, I've tried only a couple of them. For example, we had a telescope working as our part of optical stuff, and we attached
Hmm.
photo, like Canon camera to it, and put
Hmm.
on our, how it's called, triangle, uh,
A
yeah, it's
frame? What is it? A stand?
frame, I suppose, yeah, stand.
Uh-huh.
So we put it here and did like 80 photos of the moon and then combined it together. So it was really cool. Unfortunately, I don't have this photo close to me, but I have another photo of the moon. Another one, it's much
You
closer
have
to
a
you.
photo of the moon that you took yourself?
Yeah, I have a lot of photos of the moon. Uh, but usually most
It's
of
not
them are
like
taken
taken with the
from.
phone. You've been looking at it through your telescope. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
so it's different strategies. Yeah, so one of them I can attach camera to telescope as objective, and I can
Uh-huh.
make a photo. Another one, simpler one, when I attach a phone to the telescope through
Okay.
the, it's called actually ocular. I'm not sure
Uh-huh.
how it's
Some
some kind
adapter.
of lens, and
Hmm.
you can put some adapter to it and make a photo. It's most of the photos done like this. And also you can have a rotating stand, but I don't
Uh-huh.
have the one, but I hope to have it someday. This one is taken from, oh, you know what?
I think we need to remove the background again.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
Thank you.
sure.
Uh-huh.
Because background does his job very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's combined two photos of the moon. Both of them are shoot on my telescope and my phone. Uh, so the first one it's cut on a lower zoom, but it's better quality. The second one it's actually in bigger zoom, and I've combined it because I like to keep it as my wallpaper. So it's pretty nice. I have also map of the moon, so you can keep it up and check it. So in case you'll be somewhere close to me, for sure, I can try to find a good weather for you, and you can check out the moon. And it's
How
pretty easy to make
incredible
a
is
photo of
that?
the moon because it's very light object. Oh, you know what? I have another photo. Now, when it's not so easy to take, for example, it's a part of our galaxy. Such kind of photos are much harder to make. I'm not sure if you have seen this. Because you have to be very careful. You need to put a lot of seconds uh, on the wait to make such photos. And anyway, I need slightly edit it to
Mhm.
highlight pieces I want to see. So it's actually stars and part of our Milky Way.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Okay. Whew, we have so much more to talk about, and I would love to talk to you for hours, but let's just move to this other topic. And this is something that I was so excited about and when I discovered it. Uh, so it says you are a Pokemon dreamer and Marvel theme person. So something that excited me most was that your wedding was a Marvel themed wedding. And I thought to myself, oh my God, I would have loved to host that wedding as a wedding host. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. But our question here would be following from Pokemon Master dreams to a Marvel themed wedding. Did you and your wife dress up as superheroes? Were you Ash Ketchum? And maybe she was a Wonder Woman? Or did you go with something like Spider-Man and Black Widow? The question generally is about How literally did that Marvel themed wedding look like? Because this is so amazing. How did you guys do it?
Oh, it was interesting. Actually, it's like mix of traditional wedding and Marvel themed wedding. So we have different attributes and stuff. So also we started with, um,
Which is already crazy, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it was, I believe, very coolly combined. And so on, and we have actually, I would like to have you as wedding host as well. But we also had a great wedding host, and he was a musician as well. And I even played his guitar. He has custom Les Paul because he is a fan of Guns N' Roses and slash guitarist. So she actually we did this wedding, and he gave me to play the guitar on our wedding. So I also played the guitar on my wedding. So it will start with different ideas. First of all, well, you know what? I still have a lot of stuff to show. I a little bit prepared because I supposed you will ask some of these questions, and I wanted to show you some of this. As you see, the same as for travel, I like to be prepared for a lot of stuff. So what will we start? So first of all, we've created some kind of comics invitation. We have a book of uh, different, let's say, our guests can make wishes. Actually, we had not a big wedding. We have like 40 guests around. So we created comics and went to typography to, in a comic style, make our photos and photos of our guests combined here and created it as a comics. And by the way, it was
With
before
like dialogues
AI
and
was,
stuff?
yeah,
With like dialogues and
yeah,
stuff?
with dialogue. So they put the wishes like a dialogue into some like clouds. And
Amazing.
you know, it was even before this AI stuff, and it becomes much more easier to edit. At that time, it was much harder to create comics realistic look. So we spent a decent amount of time for that. So all of our guests are displayed here and combined with real comics, and we put them into the plot, and they put their wishes inside these comics. So we keep that. Actually, I have two copies of that because we're afraid that one will fail. So we already created two of them. And right now it's like a cool reminder about our wedding. And this one, oh, you know, it's actually was a funny also fact. We wanted to shoot a love story, but it was a very specific one. It's a story. I've created a plot about two superheroes who are living from different sides, and we have created some attributes for this love wedding. For example, it was for my upcoming cosplay, and for wedding I have a big sword.
Ooh.
So actually it was created.
What
It's
is it
still
made
usually it
of?
stays here. Uh, it was done by some talented person from her
Yeah, but
city.
what is it made
It's
of? Is it
wood.
like
This one
plastic?
wood, sometimes metal,
Ah,
and this was it 3D printed plastic with some metal inside. So it's like 10 kilograms, I think, or something like that, and it's pretty big. I don't know, 1.5 meters maybe. So
jeez.
it's from Devil May Cry. And also I have a costume of this character. It's Nero from Devil May Cry. And my wife actually ordered a costume of Scarlet Witch from Marvel. And it was our costumes for our love story. And the interesting thing is that I already have a bachelor party and we still didn't got our costumes. And it was like 3 days before the wedding, and we still haven't got our love story. And our video operator starting to be nervous as well as we does.
Mhm.
And also we wanted to have these costumes be placed on these comics. But we still didn't have, and typography said they need at least 1 week to print it. That's why we don't have these costumes here, but have slightly another costumes. So it's Wonder Woman diadem on my wife, and I have
Mhm.
a glasses from Tony Stark, and this one is usually stays here, like part of Tony Stark. It's like a small cosplay, and we are afraid that we'll have to record our love story with this, which is very like let's say easy one cosplay. But
Mhm.
oh, you know what? And actually, it was delivered from China. This costume because we asked to create it of some factory, and it was delivered even to our city. But for some reason, Mist Express an accident changed our delivery address couple of times, and one time courier forgot to put it into delivery address and take it home back. And I'm saying, you know what, why courier is taking delivery home? I really need to do that. So, and actually we pick up it like 2 days before the wedding, and created a video. We invited our friends; they were part of our video. I know in this video also I have like a flame gun. I was firing the flame gun, real one. It was funny because we have one of our organizers. He's very in fire stuff, and we have
Mhm.
fire shows inside of it and so on. And he said, "Do you want a flame gun?" I said, "I want a flame gun." Cool, I will
Yeah.
grab it. And I had a flame gun, and we recorded this funny video with some kind of plot. It was 8 minutes long, and we visited different like places in the same day with our friends. And it was pretty hard because we were filming it, I think, for 10 hours in a row from different places. We had also a drone filming that, so it was, I believe, very professionally done and inspired by some Marvel and Jackie Chan movies. And the funniest thing from that it was actually a summer, and I've had my skin red after this filming a lot. And the thing I've decided to do, to visit a barber shop and make a new haircut before the wedding. And I realized just after this haircut that I have all white borders around my head and everything else is red. So at the day of my wedding, I also had a makeup artist who helped me to make my skin tone more or less natural.
Oh my God, this is like a story for another episode of Symphony Persona Live or just a different show.
Yeah, it was very fun. Takes a lot of time, and you know what? Also, we have some different special effects, so like how it's called, smoke grenades and so on to make everything. And we didn't know that it's one of the objects we were filming. It's a private object, and some like. A person said, "Hey, please don't film it here. You cannot film and use the stuff here." And we just finished filming 1 minute before this guard get to us. So
Oh
it was
my
also fun.
goodness. Is there any chance one could watch that video that you guys recorded, that you guys created
Yeah,
for
for
your
sure.
book?
In case you have my Instagram account,
Is it on
so
Instagram?
yeah. But I have private Instagram account. But in case you add me
You
as a
have an
friend,
unusual nickname on Instagram.
I have it like I don't know for 15 years or maybe 20 years.
Yeah, can you share it with the audience?
I think yes, but I don't know how they will write it. So
It's like the Satyr.
yeah, actually, yeah, this is the same. Usually, it's my nickname from the game, and so in case you see it in the game, more likely it's me, except for a
Uh-huh.
couple of person who you said they are going to use this because they like it. So I
Okay.
have a couple of people that are going to use it.
We have so little time left, and there's the biggest question of all on this show, even after the story about your amazing wedding. You play five different instruments, and the kalimba is one of them. So,
Yeah.
which instrument do you feel most connected to? And if you had to choose between playing a solo guitar or a kalimba melody right now, what would that be?
Guitar for sure. I am guitar. Most of the time, I'm a guitar man. I was playing like a solo, different parties and so on. We had some small bands before, so I would like to play
You had your own
guitar.
band.
Not now, before, in the childhood, when we were young, or with my teacher, so we played a little on the bass. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, found a very old video when we are playing Metallica Seek and Destroy with my
Uh,
friend and our
Classic.
drum teacher. So it was really cool. But you know, whole video, like 3 minute long, weighted like 2 megabytes. So it's even hard to recognize it's actually me, but we
So
had a
it's
hard time.
okay. So it's the guitar, it's the kalimba. What else?
A little bit of piano, but mostly like not a piano, like uh, how it's called. I forget, like MIDI keyboard.
Keyboard. Uh-huh.
So sometimes I'm trying to mix with this stuff,
Okay. So
and
you
it's
create your
double
own music
bass.
as well.
A little, nothing really special. Sometimes I record it, but most of the time I'm starting to record it, I created a couple of tracks, and then I stopped to like it. Moreover, right now AI does it much better than me, so I'm not sure. It's just for me.
Okay, but still, it's
Yeah,
the guitar, it's the kalimba, it's the keyboard, the piano, whatever, and
double
then
bass. Also, I
double
visited
bass.
lessons a lot of
Okay.
double bass. It's like, it's like a huge violin. In case you don't know, it's something taller than me, and it's playing the same as regular bass guitar, but you're playing with this additional.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the fifth one would be what? The drums?
Wait a second. One, two, three, four. A little bit of drums, yes.
Okay.
But actually, bass guitar. It depends how will you treat the instrument, because guitar and bass guitar is actually different instruments, but it's close to double bass, so I can play
Hmm.
bass and double bass. And also as well, I before like when I was young, I was mistakenly thinking that when I play the guitar, I can play the electric guitar. But for me, it's really different instruments. Most of the time, most of the techniques are very different. Approach is the same about playing like on the left hand a lot of times, but not exactly. So I like to think about it as another instrument as well. What else I've
Hmm.
played?
That's
Uh,
another birthday gift that you guys may think of, all of you watching us being close to Alexander. An electric guitar. Why not?
Why
Okay.
not? I will be glad for sure.
We have
Uh,
just a couple minutes left, and we would love to hear you play and sing, perform. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alexander Volynets.
Yeah, I'll perform you a very special song. I do like it, and I know a lot of my friends like it, but I don't know the name of the song. I don't know the artist of the song, and I played it during one of the wedding videos. But actually, I played it by mistake. I just was playing. Meanwhile, my wife doing stuff before the wedding, and our videographer started to filming me. So, and it was part of our video. I didn't know that it's going to be the part. But I do like the song. Hope you will enjoy it as well. In case you know what is the song or who is the artist, feel free to write it. The only thing I remember is that on the notes I found, it was just named number one. It was provided for me by my teacher, and I
Mhm.
really do not know who is it. I believe it's some composer, maybe from Australia.
That's another chance to win a prize from Alexander. Try to recognize the melody.
Something like that.
Oh, Darina, I'm sorry. I feel like so many girls watching us live now are falling in love with your husband. This is so amazing, Alex. Oh my God, you're so talented in so many different fields. Absolutely wonderful. We have 2 minutes left on the show, and we still have questions from the audience. And I don't know what to do. I want to stay here in this virtual studio with you forever and talk to you and listen to you play, listen to all those stories. Let's just try to find out who gets the prizes from Alexander. So, you guys, we had a question. Who did Alex dream of becoming when he was a kid? We don't have a correct answer for now. So think think space, you guys. Okay, that's a hint for you. And we have a couple of questions, really cool ones. One of them was from. Okay, John suggests that we can do it 5 minutes longer. Let's do it. So 1 minute left for now, and lots of comments, lots of questions. Okay, let's start with this one. That was a question from Natalia. Whom would you like to be in the next life?
Uh,
Whoa.
I want to prolong this one as much as possible, so hopefully I can be a better version of myself. But in case I would like to choose, let it be a wizard from Harry Potter or a master of Pokemon. Actually, it was, I suppose, not realistical, but very childhood dream to become a master of Pokemon. And actually,
Okay.
it's why my wife said that about cards of Pokemon, because I'm going forward, back and forth to Pokemon. I'm liked it in like childhood, and I little bit forget about it. Then Pokemon Go was released, and we created a chat with my wife. So we still host and like Pokemon Go. We need a chat, and we have played Pokemon Go for 5 years. And also, I'm still right now playing Pokemon cards, and I have Pokeballs.
Oh, for sure. Okay. Thank you, Natalia, for your question. Maybe you get a prize. And we had a question from Joanna about you playing five instruments and having traveled 23 countries. So the question was, which country had the best noodles, and do you still dream about them? I think we've answered that one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still like me being a lover from Ukraine.
And you've received an invitation from Joanna to have some noodles at an amazing ramen place in Poland. Keep that in mind,
Cool.
okay? Okay. Thank you, Joanna, for your questions, comments, and everything. And there's a question from Irina Havriliuk. I assume Alexander has a lot of friends. Sasha, what traits of character do you value most in your friends? Is it easy to become your friend? What does one need to have to become one? Oh, that's a huge one.
Yeah, huge one. And you know, the favorite architecture, software architecture answer, it depends. So I have very different friends, and they are a lot of unique. They have a lot of different things, but I think I can try to combine something in common. So I like when people like mostly say the truth. It's not possible to say the truth all the time, but I hope that will be true for myself. I do like good taste in jokes, so because I like joke a lot, and to have some kind of passion, to be some kind of geek, it's also really a huge plus. But it doesn't mean that I like have only these friends. I have very different friends. Some of them like cars only and don't know what is a Pokemon and don't know even this Psyduck and so on. Some of them are like real nerds who played Pokemon for whole life and like Marvel the same as I'm. Usually I like Marvel before the newest films, but anyway, some of them just very smart person who like science and, for example, bicycles. So it's very different. Just be open-minded, have some kind of passion, and ping me. Ping me and find
Okay.
to talk.
Thank you very much. So we have three candidates for now. We have Natalia's question, we have Irina's question, we have Joanna's question as well, because Joanna insists that her question was asked before we even touched this topic on the show. Anyhow, there's another question from Joanna. You've explored the stars through telescope and the world through travel. What's been your most grounding experience? Oh.
Whoa, it's like a really ground one. Every experience is unique, but in case I'll try to like hard. So experience from the skies. It's first time I've ever seen a Saturn has these circles and so on. I even didn't think that my telescope can show it to me, but it was like a little bit of mind blowing. So I realized, and at this time you understand like how small you are and how many stuff we need to do. Like, so, but in the trips, every trip I like a lot, and I used most of the time in Saint Spain and so on. I don't know why, but I have very warm memories. I think it's the first time we did such a huge trip on our own without any touristic agencies, just was traveling around.
Mhm.
Something like that.
Okay, and another question from Oleksandr, your big friend and colleague. Do you have any daily or favorite routine or ritual that have some special meaning for you? Daily routine rituals that have some special meanings for you. Question
A
from
lot,
Oleksandr.
and they're changing over time. Right now, my main routine is to wake up my little daughter, especially after daily sleeping. So I like to see her face when she's standing around. So I do like to do that. My recent ritual that started, I'm every day trying to wash my face with a piece of ice. Because I just read it from ChatGPT that it's very healthy for the skin. I wanted to try it, and to be honest, it's pretty painful when you take a brick of ice and trying to wash your face with it. But it's a ritual I have right now. And reminder, another ritual depends on my current gaming passion. For example, right now I'm playing Pokemon card games, and every day I wake up and open some booster packs to grab a little amount of uh, like yeah cards. And at the night I like to watch a lot of videos on YouTube, most of them about space and science. So it's my current rituals, but I believe they will be changed later, and they was different before.
Uh, Olaf, how do you feel about grabbing a piece of ice and rub it into your face? Hmm? Okay, these would be the this would be the last question for today, and we still don't have the correct answer to who did Alexander dream of becoming in his childhood. So you're more than welcome to now share your variants, your options. Maybe you can get the prize. And what is it that you are happy to give away today to the most active participants of this show? I think it's
Yeah,
something really exciting. We've announced it internally, by the way, but
yeah.
I want you to announce it now on the show.
I'm even wearing a shirt for this. So actually, it's comics of Ricky Morty. And I think I need to figure out another one, a gift as well, because this specific gifts are in Ukrainian, but we have very proactive person who will not enjoy it so much. So I will try to uh, think about another kind of gift. About this one, it's 4 episodes of Ricky Morty. They're really cool. I do enjoy Ricky Morty and hope you do the same. So
So
hope
do
the
you give the
process will
four
be
of them together to one person, or do you give them to different people? Like each of our each of the people who asked questions get one. What do you want to
Let's
do?
see. I think we can try to think about something for everybody because I'm sure so. Irina Gavriluk, Oleg Lichopin said
Natalia
something.
Chekan and Joanna Rapaka. Those
Yeah,
people were asking questions for sure.
and that's what I'm saying. So for Joanna, I'll think about something special, not this comics, because it's
Mm.
in Ukrainian and it will be not so funny to read them. And other 3 winners, let's think how. And I think I'll leave maybe one comics for the person who will say the name of Pokemon. I'll start with the hard one and
Okay.
start with easy. I just want to see if we have any Pokemon Masters here.
Okay.
Maybe Bogdan, do you know the name? Maybe you can win this
I have no idea of any of those. Who is this? Anyone? So Joanna is happy to just have that ramen together with you, and that would be her gift. Okay.
You
And
know, in this
Darina,
case, this time I'll pick up some, not ramen, but noodle from my side, my favorite noodle for Gianna in this case.
we have a comment from somebody, Darina Volynets. Cold green tea is in the ice cube. The green cube looks really weird.
Yeah, it's actually made from tea, and it's pretty weird.
Shirley says this that was Pikachu.
You know what? Yes, it was Pikachu.
That was Pikachu. Surely try more. And there's a guess from Natalia again, Drago or something like that. Drago? No?
No, but
This
close.
last
It's
one,
a
the
bit
red
a
and
dragon type.
uh-huh. That's no Drago.
No.
Latias. Another guess
Yes.
from Toma. Toma,
Oh,
congratulations.
Cool.
Toma, congratulations. This one is yours. You get a prize. And what would that be for Toma?
I think comics and something. Maybe I'll put also a Pokemon trading card. I have trading cards, and since
Awesome.
the person recognized trade card, I'll try to find a good one for you.
Okay, well, we really need to wrap up. So we have four comics for these four people, and that would be Oleg, Irina, Natalia,
And Toma,
and
in this case.
Toma, right? And there's something extra coming up for Joanna whenever you sit down and eat that ramen in
Yeah.
Poland. And make sure you give a kiss to your beautiful wife, Darina. Thank you very much, Darina, for being with us. Thank you for watching, and thank you for taking care of this amazing gentleman. Everyone, thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure to host another episode of Symphony Persona Live. We've had an amazing guest, Oleksandr Volynets, the solutions architect here at Symphony Solutions, and a man of so many talents. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.
Cheers.